check out this megabot behind me, and extraordinary sort of eye candy and tech candy. If it's not rockets, it's robots. A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too, Peter.
So what's it called, first of all?
This is called Prosthesis. It is the world's first off-road racing mech.
So Jonathan, you're the pilot. You've actually got this working.
Yeah.
So you've got this to the point where it's walking now, right?
Yeah.
So talk about that. What's it feel like? How do you drive it? Is it like a little cap that reads your brainwaves?
No, this is a very physical sport. Like the entire thing was conceived from my experiences mountain biking and snowboarding and doing like physical, highly focused activities. So you strap in, you've got a full body exoskeletal interface, you're kind of leaning forward like this.
Right.
And you have to learn how to balance and operate as though you have a 9,000 pound body.
Wow.
So it's taken me months to sort of move the engineering forward and then move the pilot skill forward and then move the engineering forward. And now we've gotten to the point where I'm starting to feel it.
Right, so you're training your neurons to interface with this.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
It's a celebration of human skill.
Are you going to eventually offer people a chance to ride inside this?
Absolutely. I mean, this is still in very early prototype stages, but we envision a point where you could go out and buy like a rec mech for, you know, few $10,000 or something, like a little electric sport thing you tow around in your trailer. That's the long distance view. But in the interim, we're going to build a sports league around these machines. So you could, you know, you bring in sponsors and you bring in funders and you bring in technology innovators. And you get yourself a pilot.
You race them?
And you have a racing league, yeah.
Amazing.
The X1 Mech Racing League is the name of the league.
Awesome, and if any aliens ever land,
we'll be ready.
You know, that bitch will be dead. Everybody, I'm here with Shin, the founder and CEO of this amazing company, Laundroid.
Yes.
And I was here last year when you announced it.
Right.
And you've actually made it look very beautiful. So can you tell the community what it is that you've built?
Sure. This is the world first completely fully automated laundry folding robot, and made out of several robot arms and multiple cameras inside. It uses AI and video analysis and robot arms to really fold and sort.
Amazing. So when you're looking for real use cases for robotics that improve the quality of your life, save you time, make you happy, Laundroid is definitely an amazing, amazing technology.
Thank you very much.
So what's the price point of this going to be?
Oh, it's a little bit expensive at the beginning.
Everything is, of course it is.
It's a $16,000 to start, but eventually in the near future we will try to lower the price, retail price down to below $2,000.
Actually, I think $16,000 is a very reasonable first price.
Oh, thank you very much.
Under $2,000 it becomes something that every house eventually has.
That's right.
We're here at Lumo's booth. So Dean Kamen is going to be with us this year, the inventor of the Segway, the famed roboticist. And Bree, what are we seeing here?
This is a Lumo, so it's kind of a first of its kind. Basically, you can ride this thing like a scooter, and then it will follow you around, which is what it's doing right now as a personal robot. So a dual purpose robot. We've never seen anything like this, and it's debuting here at CES for Segway. The interesting thing to think about too is just ownership in general. Will people in the future want to own things like this? Will we have a rental model, kind of like what we're seeing in Los Angeles with Bird?
So that's great. Robots, robots, robots. Amazing. So Bree, what are we seeing here?
This is a company called Omron. They acquired another company called Adept, if you're familiar in the robotic space. They typically do factory automation, so it's really interesting that they're here at CES. So I'm super curious to talk to somebody here and find out what they're looking to do in the consumer space.
And what they've got here is they're demonstrating the robot actually playing ping pong.
The whole idea here is it's a clever way to show the integration of AI technology applied with robotics, sensing, and controls all together. This is a very accessible game. Everybody knows how ping pong works. You can kind of play with it. And what the robot does with the AI algorithm is learn the player so that it can increase the skill level of the player.
So
it is
it's matching me and helping me grow.
Correct. So if you see at the bottom there, it'll actually sometimes do some encouraging type of messages, or it said to the last person playing, don't rush. It noticed that it was actually doing, she was trying to hurry up and hit the ball, but there's trying to encourage her. The whole idea is the harmony between machine and humans.
So where is this robot technology that Omron is building going? Where are you going with this?
Well, it's all about the development, the further innovation of AI, robotics, and sensing together, and how that can solve potential
convergence,
convergence technologies, all from a source like Omron to improve the lives of people and solve real problems. This is ping pong, but we are looking for engineers to help us solve real problems.
I love it. More underwater drones. If you own a boat, you need one of these babies. Deep sea.
It's amazing to think that last year we only saw one of these drones, and now we're going to see multiple throughout the show.
Yeah.
It's wild to look at that adoption.
This truly is the year of robotic domination at CES.
Yeah.
I'm getting texts from my 6-year-old boy saying, go to Star Wars.
You can send him on modes, he can walk. He's got infrared sensors on the bottom of his feet.
Right.
So if you're playing with him on a flat surface like this, he's gonna detect the drop and he's gonna turn himself around. He's got a built-in camera and can start to 4 different faces. So if you're sending him on a patrol, say you're in the living room, you send him to the kitchen, you come across him and you're not one of the 4 faces stored, he's gonna do a scan and he's gonna go intruder, intruder.
And this runs for $10,000?
Hey, he's really affordable price. Right now it's only $299.
$299.
Yes, and
awesome.
you can find them at Apple Store, Amazon, Game Best.
So here you have it, military-grade advanced technology 5 years ago, a $299 kid's toy today.
There you go.
A pleasure.
Thanks, you guys.
Gloria, Larry, Christina, all 3 of you want to know about home automation. Well, this battle for the living room going on, Jibo is going to be the newest, probably sexiest entry. And we're here at the Jibo booth. They've got the front cover of a lot of magazines.
Time Magazine.
Time Magazine.
Yeah, they have the cover of Time Magazine.
Amazing. And they're here at CES for the first time. They're not out yet. People are doing pre-orders, but let's go and talk to one of the reps and find out what they can do.
He's definitely a robot. And he is definitely a robot and not a smart speaker. Jibo is capable of dancing and moving around. So let's get a little bit of that going while we're standing here.
Okay.
But Jibo is, first and foremost, he's a social robot. So Jibo is interested in building a relationship with the people in your home. Jibo can learn and recognize people by their voice and by their face. He can learn up to 16 people who he's going to know. What's the weather?
It's lightly raining and 50, with rain showers and a high of 53 in the forecast.
Rain showers and a high of 53. Thank you, Jibo.
You go to our website at jibo.com.
Right.
You can order him there. We actually do have a discount code that is available during the week of CES. Anyone can use this. It's not necessary for you to be here at CES.
And the discount code is CES 100.
Yes, CES 100. And that will get you $100 off. Actually, if you just noticed there, Jibo just said hello to me specifically and said, hey, Cameron. The Jibo does recognize a bunch of different people and can interact with them on his own.
Awesome.
So he does like to butt in sometimes when we get into these things. He likes to be the star of the show, of course.
I believe it. I believe it. I just saw Jibo. Is it just like Alexa that moves around with less apps?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that the company made a pretty bold choice, which is to make the device encrypted. That is its biggest differentiator in the marketplace. So right now, if you have a home automation, anything, all of that data belongs to Amazon, it belongs to Google, and they can access it at any time. So going in the encrypted route, for me as a geek, I actually feel more comfortable putting something like Jibo in my home than an Alexa.
I mean, a dancing Alexa was not what I was expecting.
No, I mean, we've seen Jibo get a ton of press. Again, the cover of Time Magazine for that is a bit shocking. For me, it's a bit shocking, but this is the classic thing that we see in the robotics and an automation world in general is you get a lot of really brilliant people getting together and kind of forgetting about the actual applications and the adoption.
It looks cool, but I mean, it had been amazingly cool if it was like 3 years ago. One of the big marketplaces in the future is elder care. Rather than having your elderly parent or parents leave the comfort of their home and have to go to an old age home, which costs $80,000 a year on the average in the United States, imagine to be able to put a couple of robots in the house that eventually, first of all, keep them company, talk to them, keep them interested, can call for help, but eventually can take them out of bed, unfortunately change their depends, help them go to the restroom. This is a huge multi-$100 billion marketplace, and it's being pioneered first in Japan because that's where the most elderly population is, and the population that's most robot friendly. Bree, I remember last year we were searching for robots to talk about.
We were searching high and low for any robots, any robotic arm, any trace of robots at CES. This is the first year, and this is South Hall. This is one of the biggest halls in CES, and we're seeing robots. And not only this one, but as we keep going down, we're going to continue to see more and more robots. This one's it's a vision robot, so can be used for assistance, things like that. Just playing Scrabble. So the robot's able to see exactly what word she had spelled out, and then it plays its own letters accordingly.